Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GT3 Sprint Series presented by S.R.O.C Racing. We're at Spa this time where the sun is setting here on iRacing service. It's gonna be 11 laps to prove who's the best driver here around Spa Francorchamps this first race. While we are looking at Soleiman's purple McLaren, we see the drivers gridding up. It's Nicky Decker directly in front of him in his dark blue-green Audi. Anala in is Ford, blinking with the headlights, and as we move up the grid we can see that almost everyone has gridded up already. It's gonna be a start from the straight just behind S.R.O.C. It's gonna be the classic pits version, and we wait the drivers. Well, they are now all on the field. Continue off starting from pole. We wait the green lights to get this race underway. And we're off. It's Kenzie off with a great start. He has lost Van Eekhoven already, who was in second position. We see the Audis taking up the second row, going up Eau Rouge. It's Alex Mas and Tobias also now being overtaken by Roddy in the blue Ferrari. And he is doing very good there. Let's see if the Ferrari stops speed, can take advantage here on Camel Straight. It's gonna be 17 drivers here today. We see Amigos and Sebastian Miklos with some issues there in the pits. They probably missed out on the start, and we are waiting here. We're seeing Tobias Olsen with a good start. Davis Stigler as well in his BMW. Well, in the back we can see Prodigal losing a few places. He's running wide there, and everyone is getting around safely. Soleiman on the inside, flashing his headlights, making everyone crazy in front of him, and Nicky Decker on the inside there, going and overtaking. Running off from P12, very well done. So now also looking up again. You see here Niels Scrooders. He's a new addition to the GT3 Sprint Series. Welcome. And Tigelaar runs a little bit wide. Or Tigelaar, who's having a little bit of trouble lately with both leagues. We've seen him have an unlucky streak lately. Let's see if he can turn that around today here in Spa Francorchamps. Meanwhile, Van Eekhoven has taken first place over from Nuaf, and it's Alex Mas very close behind Nuaf as well. So this is going to be a tight battle with 2 and 3. And I don't see Van Eekhoven on my screen now. He's turned back there. And just on the left, showing as if he was the speed button. Nothing's happening. Alex Mas, meanwhile, the defending champion, following Kenzie Nuaf to the Mustache King. Great battle. Even behind him there's a tight battle going on for 4, 5 and 6. Let's see if Van Eekhoven can show us something here on home soil. From Belgium. One of the drivers in S.R.O.C Racing. And the number is increasing. But Kenzie Nuaf is in his draft. Looks like he's even bump drafting and coming up just before Eau Rouge. Let's see Kenzie Nuaf, who is now really under further spoiler. The drivers keeping the right kink as tight as possible. Don't want to lose any time. Alex Mas behind him, losing a little bit of time. And Nuaf side by side with Van Eekhoven. Nothing happening yet. Alex Mas has gotten closer again. A little bit of a Monica effect. All 3 drivers looking good. Looks a little bit as if Alex Mas is holding back a little bit. At least in some parts of the track. Corners are. Let's see if there's something happening here. In the back. Already. So right behind Anala and Ford. We haven't seen him for a few races. Well, back to the first 3. It's Alex Mas with a move, so it seems on Kenzie. Just showed his headlights there in the mirrors. Alex Body is under attack from Tobias Olsen. And the first 6 drivers are actually pretty close to each other. There is an additional bob being added here by the lead director. Balance the cars out a little bit. Let's put an additional 70 kilos of extra weight to the Audi, 50 to the Ferrari, 30 to the Mercedes, and 25 to the BMW. And 10 to the Crown. Ford has no additional extra weight on it. And here comes a move by Kenzinov and S.R.O.C. No, he's still holding back. Well, behind him, it's getting close as well. They still are very close to the Bisolson as well. Coming up, Rouge. No incidents yet. Alex Mas seems to be holding back a little bit, just entering the Rouge. Dennis make up with his top speed. Catch up with these Mercedeses. And still here we see Tobias Olsen on the inside. This time it goes Roddy, the left-hander. Still very close. It's going to be very interesting as well. Drivers won't have to make a pit stop. Fuel limit hasn't been installed for this race. These are valid for race 2. See Tigelaar slipping away in the graphic. Must be. Yeah, he's gone. He's spinning around. Well, Sulema is chasing Daniel Taylor around the track. Taylor falling back 239. Ryan James in the blue Audi as well, a new addition to the S.R.O.C club. There he is. While Roddy is losing in comparison to Alex Mas, and Van Aken. Van Aken is still able to keep the other 2 behind him. Drew is falling back as well. Let's see what's happened there. I see him driving very slowly around the track. Must have hit something, maybe a slowdown penalty as well. It's also possible here. Spa Francorchamps track limits are peculiar here on this track. Oh, and Van Aken goes wide in the bus stop chicane. At least cuts it off. That's going to be a slowdown for him. He's going to have tuck in behind Alex Mas. Nuaf takes the lead over from Van Aken and Alex Mas in second. And let's hope for Van Aken that he is able to resume quickly and get back behind these 2 as well. Alex Mas was holding back a little bit behind 2 Mercedes. Let's see what he does if he has only 1 in front of him. He's still looking good there. And I see Nicky Decker as well there. That's Nicky Decker's good exit there. Just fit the wall. Just about to crash up a Rouge. And here comes Alex Mas. He is very close. Meanwhile, Van Aken with another slowdown, letting everyone pass behind him. Tobias Olsen trying to get around Roddy this time again. No, doesn't succeed. Still has to wait another more extra turns. Van Aken meanwhile getting back around David Tigelaar for P5. Had to yield for his slowdown penalty. Well, Alex Mas is making it very difficult here on Kenzinov. They're very close beside each other. There's 2 couples fighting it out. And Alex Mas is just waiting for his opportunity to get around Kenzinov. Let's see if Kenzinov can keep his steel nerves in check and retain the lead. Defending the inside line there. Might have some trouble. Straight now. And Roddy has to be careful. Tobias also right behind him. And Alex Mas still waiting. Doesn't deem it safe to get around Nuaf here in the bus stop. And Meanwhile, the race will get darker and darker. Just like last season, the races here at Spa Francorchamps, driven at night, gives that extra effect to the track. More favorites for those drivers in the group. And looks like he is pulling away a little bit from Alex Maas. He's trying to make the difference coming up with Rouge. Van Aken pulling away from David Stigler in the background as well, just a little bit. It's not really significant, but we'll keep the drivers honest once coming straight ends, especially the following drivers. When Roddy runs a little bit wide there, Tobias Wilson might be trying out to creep up right behind him. Lose momentum down. And Sullivan Taylor fighting out for the 9s and 8. Close to each other as well. Very tight racing here on Spa Francorchamps. Looking good here around the track. Meanwhile in the back, oh, it's a nice move there looking from Sullivan, but isn't able to get around him. Altegla is getting closer meanwhile. And we go back at the front. Alex Maas still keeping it very close. 2/10 or 1/10 behind Kenzie North all the time. It's basically just following him around, waiting for North to make a little mistake somewhere. Vice Olsen here looks a little bit too far away. Try something on the Ferrari. Running wide there a little bit, Roddy. Van Aken succeeding in keeping David Stigler behind him in the BMW as well. BMW being 5 kilos lighter than Mercedes in this instance. James nu on P7, all the way. Good for his first race in the GT3 Sprint Series. Well, Altegla as well here in the background, getting closer and closer to Daniel Taylor and Soma. It's very close. And Onoda in the pits. Amir Diddles is having connectivity issues. And meanwhile, still exciting for P2 and 1. It's interesting to see this many duels here around the track with Spa Francorchamps. Basically halfway through the race. And these two drivers on the screen, Maas and Nuov, trying to take a maximum advantage of Roddy being behind them. Roddy is the lead in the standings. And he is trying to minimize the damage here around Spa Francorchamps. But Alex Maas has made a rise in the standings as of lately. Has gotten back in form. Speaking right now, after Spa Francorchamps will have 2 rounds left in the GT3 Sprint Series, one being held at Imola's Moto layout here on iRacing, and the last race of the season will be held on Zandvoort. Tobias Olsen behind him. And meanwhile, Ad Tegelaar getting closer to the duo in front of him as well. So this might mean that S.R.O.C and Taylor need to pick up the pace. Looks like S.R.O.C has caught on because he's being a little bit more aggressive for Rouge. Again, blinking the headlights. He's been doing it almost all race. And Ad Tegelaar coming up. He's looking very close. He's taking a peek up the inside of S.R.O.C. Let's see if he gets around him. No, not yet. S.R.O.C there closes the gap. And Taylor pulls away a little bit. Compliments to Taylor. We've seen flashing headlights all race in this rearview mirror. Now has to watch out for Ad Tegelaar as well. It's good to see Ad Tegelaar in battles again. Like I said earlier, he's been in some unlucky events in the last couple of races. Now we can see him. Has to run right there a little bit, while S.R.O.C and Taylor exchanging jabs there. Well, Alex Mas has lost a lot of time compared to Moaf. Meaning there might have been something wrong up front. And S.R.O.C is in a hurry, but hasn't been able to make it really difficult for Taylor. This is where Taylor really has the advantage over S.R.O.C. Getting out of those corners and showing the source. In the proper fashion, accelerating better, it certainly does. And is very close at the moment. This is the distance between the three drivers. They're making a free wide, heading up to the right-hander after Camel straight. Ad Tegelaar moves on and passes S.R.O.C, hits Daniel Taylor a little bit, and they crash. Daniel Taylor is spun around by Ad Tegelaar. S.R.O.C takes an advantage, has won 2 places. Let's see if Daniel Taylor can turn around and resume his race. Jonas Gilles or Sebastian Neefjes in this matter is getting close to him. He has fallen back a whole lot. And Daniel Taylor won't be happy with that move. S.R.O.C, the laughing third between Ad Tegelaar and Daniel Taylor. And David Stigler right behind Van Ekelen. They were a little bit closer last lap. It's now a distance of 7/10 more or less. I was watching the graphic. It came down to 2/10. But Van Ekelen still managing the differences in gaps between Tegelaar and Olsen. And Van Ekelen a little bit too enthusiastic, or so it seemed, coming up through a Rouge. And that is indeed a slowdown penalty. Tegelaar advantages of that mistake made by Van Ekelen, and Van Ekelen can start over by getting close to David Tegelaar now. Well, we were seeing some people making some mistakes. It's Scooters having an issue there in the bus stop chicane. I can't see Gilles nowhere. Let's see if we can find him somewhere. Ah, there he is, the blue Mercedes. It's the blue crystal Mercedes. Moves up to P11 right now. And it's new Scooters there. That was just a little bit of lag, causing some issues. These guys. P11. Good. Skill is known to be very careful in the group. Usually won't challenge anyone. Meanwhile, we have Littles on the line of pits. Rodiga is a few laps down. Nafius as well. Nicky Decker still strolling on. And Scooters getting close to Gilles again. Gilles looks like he has picked up the pace a little bit. Scooter's not coming very close right now, at least not at the rate that he was. Might do so now. That exit looked less than ideal from Gilles. And we might see a move here from Scooters once the bus stop comes up. It's the last bend to the left before we see the bus stop chicane. And here it comes. Who is the one braking later? Scooters with a very good approach here, but brakes too much and oversteers, blocks up and has to start over again. Needs to come back to the track. That won't be a yield penalty. Still close to Gilles, but Gilles is letting him pass. Maybe Gilles that way had a slowdown penalty himself. It's very peculiar there. And in the meanwhile, we can see Nicky Decker has found some pace back and is right behind El Tigre. This isn't for a position by all means, but this might look good. And meanwhile, Alex Maas has closed the gap a little bit back to Nuaf, but it's still more than a second away. Oh, and El Tigre has to watch out there, running over those curbs. Nicky Decker looking like he wants to pass. He wants that lap back. Well, Tobias Olsen still glued onto the back of that blue Ferrari. These drivers are heading into the last round. Kenzie Nuaf is the first one to finish 10 laps. He's in his final last turn around Spa Francorchamps, this first race here. Sun has finally set around the track. And we are going to have to take a look. And Tobias Olsen still following Nicolas Radi around Spa Francorchamps, going down here, the right kink. Right U-turn, I should say. Stigelaar has gotten rid of Van Eekhoven behind him after that slowdown penalty. Looks like he's safe for P5. But it's still not over. More than half a track still remaining. Meanwhile, following round you off. There's only a few more turns to go. Start finish line after the source, of course. Almost at the bus stop chicane. A little bit there. Then Kenzinov coming out of the bus stop chicane, heading towards the source for the last turn of this first race here tonight. Has shown us some excellent driving skills. Has kept Alex Mas behind them all race. And has even managed to put a gap between him and the Spanish driver this race. Congratulations to Kenzinov with the first win of today. And we will see him start at the back of the grid in race 2. Meanwhile, we will follow all the drivers around Spa Francorchamps until they finish. We see here David Stigler finish up 5th with Van Eekhoven right behind him. Roddy meanwhile retains P3 before Tobias Olsen, and it's going to be Ryan James' surprising 7th position here. It's a very solid debut here for Ryan James, with right behind him Solima and Altigelaar. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, while we see all drivers finish here up, we would like to take this opportunity to wish you a pleasant evening. Thank you for watching. We will see you in race 2. Oh, Nicky Decker almost losing it there on start finish, and Solima in P8 with Altigelaar right behind him. Meanwhile, Taylor, after that hit, back into P10. He's going to be set on having his revenge in race 2 here with a good result there. And Schoeders and Gilles will finish it out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again, and we will see you in a bit. Bye bye.